Slancha, y'all, and welcome to Tuesday night. I'm Leanne. This is Scotch on the Bayou, and this channel has been on YouTube for 2 years. 2 years, 2 years, 1, 2. I cannot even fathom that that's the case, but here we are, and I'm so glad to have everybody in tonight to celebrate this. We don't have a problem celebrating anything here in South Louisiana, and this, quite frankly, is a big damn deal. Not only is it kind of a feat to get onto YouTube, but to stay on it, and we've had lots of trials and tribulations, and people have stuck with us, and we've become a community. And dadgummit, we're just going to stop and have a great celebration tonight, and have some drams, and just take a moment so I can tell you all how much I appreciate all that y'all have done to support the channel, support me, um, you know, lift me up and encourage me to use my voice in this whiskey community. And I'm stoked. So we're going to have fun tonight. A lot of fun. I want to see who all is in. We had some early folks come in from way around the world. And this guy, this Bradley Murphy from way down under, literally. Congratulations, Leanne. Enjoy the celebrations. It's in the middle of the night, I think, for him, or maybe 3 in the afternoon. I'm not quite sure. But Bradley has been, so many people have helped support me, even when before the channel, when I was doing just Instagram and the blog online. And then this guy's been a big supporter and a big cheerleader. Roy, thank you so much. Left this message earlier, 2 down and more to go. I don't know who went more kicking and screaming to get on YouTube, me or him. I'll almost say him because he and I both were like, "You'll never get us on YouTube. You never get me on YouTube." And can you imagine the whiskey community without Aquavite? It just wouldn't be the same. I met so many people there, so many with Scotch for Dummies, Scotch test dummies, all around that have become part of this community, and it's just awesome. It just really is. Hey, Too Slow, thanks for being in here. I really appreciate it. Yay! And Kenny Joe, you're here now, friend. We're gonna do a reminiscing tonight, so you're gonna kind of catch up on some of the things from the early days. But yeah, your support is really important, and I really appreciate you being a Camp Drammer along with this guy. Hey, Barter, thanks for being here tonight and celebrating. I know life's coming back online, right? So it's kind of hard to catch things live. And I appreciate it. Everybody's busy. I understand that for sure. Meow to you too, Sugar Kitty. Love seeing you here. And Andrew, we top of the morning for you, friend. Thanks. You add so much value to our chat with your depth of knowledge, and I really, really do appreciate it. Thanks, friend. And this one, this hot mess. I can't wait to see her again. She was on with us last week, and she was here the weekend before. Jennifer. So wonderful to see you, friend. Yeah, really super stoked. And truly having people like Brian, other YouTubers, Whiskey Franco's in here. I mean, just all these folks. I love the fact that we're all collaborative, and I just love it. So Brian, thanks so much. Catch Brian's show on Friday evenings. Actually, just make sure you're sub to him, and go ahead and hit that subscribe, because he comes on at different times, and it's always a great show. He's just spent some time down in Texas getting, I think, his next level of whiskey som. So congrats on that, friend. Great having everybody in. And this guy, yeah, Chuck, thanks for being here, friend. You've always been here. Do appreciate it. Yeah, and Whiskey Franco, again, subscribe to him, super channel. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's the work. Brian knows the work. A lot of work goes into this. So yeah, we're getting there for sure. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, friend. Hey, Mike, thanks for being here. And Jerry's in tonight. Awesome. Appreciate you being here. and good to see you, Chad. Yeah, awesome, awesome. And then another Camp Drammer with Chad is Jim Kim Reddick. Thanks so much. Yeah, super. I'm like, I want to know what everybody's drinking to celebrate tonight. Jennifer had a great suggestion when I was chatting with her about tonight. And I am drinking 3 samples. Y'all know how I am all about hashtag drink your samples, right? I have a spreadsheet of all my samples and I'm past 100. You need to drink them, right? I have 3 gifted samples tonight that I'm drinking. And I'm starting out with Jennifer's. I have one from Chad and one from George. So I'm so stoked. All 3 of you are in the chat tonight, and I'm going to be drinking some drams. And this first one I am having is one that Jennifer left for me. She brought me when she was here. It is an Old Pulteney signatory bottle. So independent bottle, Old Pulteney, which y'all know I am such an Old Pulteney fangirl. 2008 cast strength sherry finish. Look at the color. Look at the color of that whiskey. Yum. And it is a whopping 55.7, which is child's play compared to the one George I'm going to have that George sent me in a little bit. But yeah, so this is uh, salty, malty, and cherry. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to diving into this dram. But a big, big slodgy y'all to everyone for, being a part of this 2-year celebration. Oh, it's hot, but it's good. Yeah, George, how time flies. We are definitely definitely flying. I mean, I started looking back at old videos and where all we were and what we've been doing. And I say we because it's a collective. I mean, Mark's in the chat. My Mark is, my biggest cheerleader for sure. And then all the other channels that have helped me and encouraged me. And then all of you that show up. I mean, we've got a great group on tonight. I'm super stoked and like very humbled. So thank y'all for that. I really do appreciate it. And this guy from Down to Bayou. Hey, Trooper, thanks for being here tonight. Like Ness is here. Yay. All our whiskey folks on Tuesday night. I love it. Hey, Rob, thanks for coming in. Good to see you too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love how everybody's getting to know each other. Woohoo, yay. I love it. Hey, Scott, good to see you here. Thanks so much for the congrats. I appreciate it. And James, good. Yeah, thanks for here. 2 years and going strong, going big strong, because I've got so many plans. It's the execution, right? But yeah, so we just kind of we're gonna go and kind of see where we are on some things. Oh, I love this, Sugar Kitty. Happy channelversary. Channelversary. Woohoo! I love it. It is a channelversary. This is almost like you're birthing this channel sometimes. I'm gonna tell you. Hey, look at this guy. Hey, Hoagie. Thanks for getting up in the wee hours of the morning. Thank you, friend. You've always been so encouraging, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you for popping in for sure. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yay. This is awesome. And Jose, hey, great to have you in. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm having so much fun. Planning the trip. 6 weeks from tomorrow, I leave. I cannot even believe it. Our good friend Mark JG is literally right now en route to Glasgow. So he's on his trip for about 2 weeks. I cannot wait. We'll get him back in and we'll catch up with him and see what all he's been doing. I know he's going to spend a good chunk of time in Isla, which is, he's a Kilhoman man from all the way around. So that's going to be a lot of fun for sure. So yeah, we'll definitely catch up with him and talk more in the next couple of weeks about my trip for sure. I love I love it when you come on my trip. Y'all, we go to get as Forrest Gump would say, we go together like peas and carrots. Nobody's had to call for bail money yet, but you know, it's young. We'll kind of see how that goes. We're gonna see each other in a couple of months. I mean, well, next month before my trip. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Jerry, thanks so much. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Roy is the best. Just just awesome, folks. Well, I want to, so for those who are new, I kind of wanted to go and kind of go back in and kind of let you know from the start because we do have so many new folks. Um, just a little quick thing about my journey because I haven't been on this for very long, just since 2016 when I took a solo trip over to Scotland. And I'm a technical writer. I need to know how things work. I write instructions, I write procedures. I need to know how the process works. And I literally was at Oban. I'd been seeing all these signs for distilleries, and I was like, I'll go see how that works. Very long story short, I found out that Scotch whiskey was single malt whiskey was my drink. Never been a big bourbon fan. Now I've learned to come and appreciate bourbon more now. But at that point, I was like, it was very, very sweet to me. So having this Oban, salty, malty, kind of an orange, honey, all these different flavors, I'm like, what in the world is this? So that just sent my life on a different trajectory. I cannot imagine not having stopped there because it wouldn't be here, but I wouldn't know all of you and I wouldn't have these people in my life. And I can't even fathom that. Right. So, I came back home, wanted to learn a lot, got into a lot of the other channels, specifically Scotch for Dummies, who are such great friends now. And, then there was Roy and learning more about bourbon with Mash and Drum and just seeing how all the other channels are evolving. And it was like, y'all have fun with that. I'm going to do an Instagram. So I did an Instagram Scotch on the Bayou because we have a camp down in the swamp. And it's a wonderful place. It's our happy place to just go chill out. And I was like, I'm going to have a Scotch on the Bayou. And I thought, kind of sounds good. Maybe I'll start an Instagram on that. And I did. And then I wanted to do more. So then I started a blog and started writing reviews on the blog, and it was more not to give it like a bottle, a particular uh, number or rating as it was. I just wanted to get into some of the specifics, like what kind of cask was it and how hot was it? What kind of tasting notes could I get on it? And would I buy it again or would I recommend it? That kind of thing. And so that's where that came from. And then I just had folks, kind of push and push and push and say, like, you need to do this, Lee. You need to do this. And the beauty about our community is there's room for everyone at the table. There really is, in whatever manner you want to do that. If it's coming on to the chat of your favorite channel and imparting your knowledge and your experience, that's what this is for, and we get so much out of it when we're sharing like that. It may be you decide you want to do something on Instagram. James McGarren started doing something on Instagram. And then, you've got Zach Anderson, who we all see. He does things with Bobby Bourbon Battalion on Instagram. So you have different folks that are kind of dabbling, but wanting to share their knowledge because someone had to share that knowledge with us first, right? None of us are real experts. I got to tell you. There are more experts in the chat than there are sitting in this chair. But I think it's fun to be able to just bring folks together, right? So one of those things, when we started doing this, it was I got my brother, Ethan Killett, that you'll see all over. He's an unbelievable artist, and I got him working. And he designed my Scotch on the Bayou logo and my Camp Drams, which is what we call the reviews that we do down at the camp. And my header for the YouTube channel. And I was like, okay, let's go. We're gonna do this. And so with those Camp Drams, we've had I think there's about 15 of them, and I'm going to the camp this weekend to do more. But the very first one was Talisker 10, and I think it was like 5 minutes long, and it was kind of a chilly day, which is odd for us here. I mean, I think it was like I'd recorded it way before the April start date of the channel. But we had a fire going at the camp, and just the whole atmosphere of just being chill and having a dram. It's not pretentious. You come as you are. I had camp hair, don't care. I don't think I had a stick of makeup on. I was at the camp. I didn't care. And we just started doing. I just started adding more. Some of my favorite ones. The one that for Aaron 14, I actually did out at the end of the dock. And they're a lot of fun. I try to impart a little of the knowledge and stats and stuff like that without them being too much and all. But yeah, just having a lot of fun with that. And just doing a review of, did I like it? What I liked about it? What I wasn't like, maybe so great, or would I have it again? Or would I suggest it? And who for would I suggest something like that? Glenfiddich 15. That's it's a Sherry Solera. It is wonderful to get a bourbon person in. I mean, they like something a little sweeter. They're probably going to like that. So yeah, lots of fun. So you are having, Jennifer, the dram that you gave me, and this smell. It is so good. It's like, I'm getting like creme brulee right on the very front of it. Oh man. And at 55, it's going to be a little warm. You are a hot mess. Then I mean that in the very best way. I really do. Oh, thanks so much, Martin. 2 years is huge. It is. I had a little fits and starts thanks to bad technology, bad internet. That's for sure. It is. Well, thank you. We're getting there. We're almost at 1,300 subscribers. Had a lot of help. That's the key, is getting a lot of help to get you over those algorithm issues. So we need to get everybody else in line and help them too. But yeah, we've got a great group of folks. I'm really stoked about the group of folks that are coming in and just getting to know each other, and it's just great. I mean, it's like Barter's starting to do, I mean, his channel is book reviews and literary reviews, and he's starting, and he did this March Madness on whiskey, and I mean, it was a beautiful compliment to what he's already doing in the system. And yeah, that's just awesome. Hey, Kevin, good to see you, friend. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. We need to get some more drams real soon, man. Hey, John, great to see you. Oh, missed you, friend. I hope you're feeling well and doing well. And thanks for the congrats. I appreciate it. So Chad is having Electric 18, incredible sherry funk, velvety mouthfeel, fantastic dram, and I imagine a good smoky char on that dram for sure. Another electric. Jerry's got a 10 going with a peat week. The week, I see now, I said Pete week. They can't do Pete week anymore, can they? The week of Pete, which almost sounds like Wikipedia if you say it too fast, So that's on deck. Okay. Oh, that's funny. It's like summon the wife, bring more Scotch. And then Martin Scott starting off with a Laws bourbon finished in Calvados, then move into an SMWS Strathmill and an SMWS Balcones. Ending on the Rasse. Wow, that's a hell of a lineup, friend. I would almost wonder, Jennifer may have that Balcones. I know she went to an SMWS Balcones event back way when it was done. Yay. Very cool. Awesome. Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little water on this one, see what it does. So Jennifer, you're gonna have to tell me, and I know I'm woefully behind on the chat, but boy, there's some. It's Old Pulteney salt, y'all. I mean, you just kind of get that salty, savory. I think the savory is more with the sherry finish. Boy, it got sweet on the nose with that water. Goodness gracious. Let's see. No dram tonight for you. You're in the middle of the night, friend. It's okay. you need to rest up there for sure. So Peter is looking at you will kill the bottle of a 1994 Glendronach in my honor. Oh, you're killing me. Thank you, Peter. I feel unworthy of that dram. I bet it's been hanging around on the shelf trophy long enough. Kill it. So I mean, that literally is my name. It's a long story. But yeah, thanks for that because I'm sure that is absolutely delightful. Absolutely delightful. Sugar Kitty's got a Loch Lomond 18. Oh, everybody's bringing out the good stuff tonight. I don't feel worthy. That's awesome. Absolutely love it. I love it. Oh, speaking of, dang, Mike and Aaron 21, and then you're gonna go and to the Glen Scotia double cask. Oh, wow. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. So Rob, you've got a signatory Old Pulteney too. Interesting. Wonder, tell me if that one's a sherry cask as well. Mm. Little water helped this out, friend. It was a little too sharp on the front end for me. So I put like maybe 3 drops on it. So it went to maybe from 55 to 51, if that. Mm. Sweet. It's got a little citrus on it. More like a burnt sugar sweetness. Still warm. Long, 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 long finish. Long finish. Oof. Long finish. Yum, yum, yum. Goodness. Yes, you have been from the beginning, Loch Ness. I really appreciate it. Everybody's just, I love it. So yeah, Brian did get officially whiskey level 2. Awesome. Streams are typically 7 Eastern on Friday and Sunday. I knew it was one day on weekend. All depends where you are mentally. Totally understand. You got to do what you got to do. First and foremost, everybody's got to take care of themselves. Yeah, it's a lot of energy to do this. We have had the air conditioning folks here today and did not get good news. So I really just kind of wanted to go to bed, but I wanted to be here more. So no, thank y'all for being here. And it takes a lot of energy to do a channel, but you get so much more energy from interacting and having you all as part of this this community. It really is something. Just some fun stats, so the channel I started out, we've done the camp drams and I've done that, and then I wanted to do some educational type stuff and some videos that could kind of like sit out there and help new folks coming in. And so here's some fun things about our top videos for the channel. And the very top one at just about 20,000 views, which I think is incredible for my size channel for sure, is the best Scotch whiskeys for beginners. And I mean, I think this might have been my 3rd or 4th video I ever did. Going back and looking at it, I'm like, wow. And that's okay because people are still watching it and it's still helping. I'm still getting comments on it because it's a list of whiskeys to get into Scotch if you aren't there. And so so that was done in 2021. We're in 2023. So I'm looking at probably updating that list by the end of the year. So we'll do another video on that to update and add to that beginner's list. And another one that is really popular are the 5 scotches you need. Again, this shows you in 2021, but people are still watching it. And that was nominated from Drew from Scotch for Dummies to come up with my 5. And that was, it was great and had a big hit on the algorithm when it came to that. And then I started doing some comparisons, and I kind of want to see what you all think about that, because the Glen Scotia Victoriana batch 1 versus batch 2 is very popular. Right up there is also the Balvenies Doublewood 12 versus the American Oak expression. And it's a way to say, like, okay, I go to the liquor store and I see these 2 things, a Balvenie, they're both Balvenie. One says double oak, one says American oak. How do I know what is what? Like, or helping folks try to like decipher maybe what those different tastes are kind of be like. So if that's something that you all like to hear about, I know we even talked about, doing blinds and different things like that. Those are the kind of things I would love to hear more from you all if those are things that you like to watch. Some of these videos are for folks who are just starting out on a journey. I would say the majority of everybody here, we've been on the road for a while. So part of that too is kind of a balance of getting new folks in to learn about whiskey and not be afraid of it, which is one of the main reasons I started the channel, because I wanted to make sure people knew that what's in this glass is not pretentious. It doesn't have to be the dram of last resort. You had a bad day, you got to pour scotch. It's absolutely delightful and can be used in celebrations and just in every day, responsibly, of course. But I think scotch gets a bad rap. And also, for the most part, women, I believe, don't understand that this is very well an option for them. And sometimes if you don't see someone like you do something or be a part of something, you don't think that you're part of that group. And so that's another reason I wanted to do the channel, was to let women know you can drink brown liquor and it's okay. You don't need anybody's um, permission to do that. That's awesome. Hey, Martin, good to see you. You're going to go for the level 1. Oh, man, you're going to have a blast. Absolutely have a blast, Martin. And Barter, thank you for letting me know. So you're rebranding your channel today. I mean, now, and you're going to think about renaming it Pages and Pours. I love that. Combining your love. So it's got to be, a YouTube channel has to be a project of love. It has to be a passion project. You definitely have the passion for books and for the written word. And I love that. That's a great idea. You don't plan to embarrass yourself. You're so silly. No, you do great work and you have a great voice. Oh my gosh. You have to make sure. I'm going to post links in the description of all of our folks in the chat in their respective channels. So be sure to go back and if you're not already part of their community, jump on it because they're awesome. Yeah, that Talisker 10 is just smoky, salty, malty scotch too. It really is. It's got a great little brine to it. It's wonderful. Hey, Chris. Cheers, Everwind. Thanks for being here. Always been here. Literally the wind beneath my sails. You see what I did there? and Chris is another person who I've met through Scotch for Dummies and Aquavite, and have gotten to meet in real life like 3 times now, twice down here and once up with the dummies. And it's awesome. Hey, Stephen, good to see you. And thanks for being here. 2 years. Yeah. Right. It's crazy. Oh, let's see. I want to see. So for those who don't know, your whiskey on the West Coast, man, Matt is in BC, right? And you were out salmon fishing for over 2 decades. Further from an expert than ever. Yeah, every day is learning. If you don't think you can learn something, then you're kind of, yeah. Um, Again, big shout out to my brother here, Ethan Killett. Wait, where's that guy right there? For all my wonderful graphics, for telling me tonight, you can do this, Lee. he's awesome, always awesome to help there. Hey, Dustin, good to see you. Whoa, you're big guns, dude. Dang, that's awesome. Lefroy 25. I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, the oh, that's the one that you had. The Knick Knack Woody Whack. Knick Knock Woody Whack. And your favorite was the cornography. Yeah. Wow. This is awesome. We are getting fancy on the stream. We getting all fancy and shit up here and here. I don't usually cuss, but sometimes it you know, you needed to. Jennifer, thank you so much for this pour. And you know how much I love you because you give me a 4-ounce bottle of this. Holy moly, this Old Pulteney is, it's very interesting. I want to have that alongside with the distillery expressions. They're going to be at 46. What is it? 46.7 is what they normally are. But I really want to see, how that spirit, the core spirit, travels within like the 17 and the 21 up against this one. I was trying to remember if there was an age on this one. I don't remember. Do you remember? Is there an age on it, Jennifer? I can't remember. But a cast strength. Who cares? Second dram, I thought it was going to be, I was like, this is going to be my first one. And then I was like, had a taste of it. And then it was like, yeah, no, we're going to have to put this after the Old Pulteney. If you don't know, George Kaplan in the chat is the reigning king of sample labels because they're absolutely stunning. He has, oh, come on. No, I have to do it so it won't see me. There we go. This is SMWS under the Rhubarb. And it is a Glenturret, an 8-year-old Glenturret, and it's peated. 64%. I love the fact he puts when he opens the bottle on the label. That kind of transparency. You're right up there with Compass Box, friend. Love it. I absolutely love it. 40, no, I'm sorry. Flip it. I'm tired. I'm dyslexic tonight. 64% ABV. Whoo. It is a single malt recharred hogshead. And under the radar, like radar, under the radar. Oh my gosh. Beautiful light color. Yum. Ooh, very malty. Very, very, very malty. Goodness. So Hoagie says he's celebrating, oh my gosh, with the good stuff. 75 to 2005 Port Ellen from Douglas Lane. Y'all, these drams. Oh my God. Are you kidding me with this? Oh, that's a freaking unicorn in Germany. Wow. Dang. Hoagie, friend. Thank you. That's so sweet. So very sweet. Yeah. So definitely with the needed some water, nice salty, but agreed. A little sweetness to work through. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to that one, taking my time a little bit more. Hoagie is starting the bottle arms race. Yeah, it's like that kind of a contest. And there's some folks in here that that can do it. Let me just tell you. Um, I mean, I'm really happy with the drams I have, but wow, there's some major bottles here. Um, so Brian has something called the Tweedledale 28 year that you don't pour often. But tonight seems a good night for it. Thank you. Thank you. It sounds divine. 28 years, goodness. Mm, oh, goodness. As a big introvert, doing YouTube is one of the things I get energy from. It's amazing. It really is. I mean, I'm in this room by myself, but I'm not by myself. I mean, I got all of y'all right here, and we're here. We're here in our little space, right? So, awesome. Golly, this is great, y'all. Um, so yeah, so we've got Camp Drams, and we've got kind of the educational type, maybe comparison type videos, and then one of my things is I liked Martha Stewart forever. I've always liked it. I mean, the woman's handy. Now she'll spend $40 on a grosgrain ribbon to put some on around some cookies. Not my style, but I do appreciate the fact that she's awfully thrifty and she tries to make stuff and repurpose things and things like that. So I did a couple of DIY, and I've got a couple more I'm working on right now. One having to do with empty bottles. So that's coming up. But yeah, so my DIY videos are crazy. So for new folks who may not know, there are 3 DIY videos that one is very super easy, and that is the whiskey box glass. I mean, what do you do with the tubes? Good gravy. They're like rabbits. Ask George. But they come out. I mean, you have all these tubes, all this packaging. What do you do with it? So one of those videos, I just showed you how to basically cut down your tubes and have a nice safe haven for your glass. And another one, I made a nosing kit with stuff you pretty much have in your house. You just get you some bottles. You got some cotton and some different things, aromatic things around your house. May have to go buy 1 or 2 things. But other than that, you've got everything you need, and then it comes with a key and some some worksheets on how to go through the kit and work on your nosing skills. And then the other one is how to make your own DIY whiskey advent calendar with all those samples you have. And perfect example is right after Thanksgiving, end of November, grab you 25 of those samples and go through them every night. So it's a lot of fun. I have to show you. So I started out, this was like one of my first prototypes because I absolutely love Kilkerran's tubes. I mean, I love the graphics on them. They're just so great. And this one, I cut the top and the bottom and then glued one. And then, it's there and your glass goes in it, right? So then I had an old Pulte one. This is actually the one I have. And then I spray painted it and I put stickers. So I've got my Scotch on the Bayou stickers. I got my Dolly Parton sticker. I got my Scotland flags, Camp Drams, Scotch on the Bayou, Go Tigers, and Whiskey Me Away. So they didn't spell it right. But anyway, yeah. So it's a lot of fun, and it is a conversation piece. So the other tip for tonight, especially for the new folks, is go to like a thrift store or antique mall kind of thing and look for old linen napkins. These things have been washed so many times. There's no lint whatsoever. So this one, I don't know if you can see, but it's got this like jacquard print to it. It is all cotton. And then you can just put your glass in it like that. And then you have it tucked in your container. And then I'm going to put this one in my suitcase and take it to Scotland. and it's gonna be fine. I've got a couple glasses I'm taking over there, and they'll be fine. And so having that fun little video did super well. It's like the best. It's the best one of all of the DIYs. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, a lot of fun. Um, Barter, I'm sorry you can't get Victoriana. We need to help you with that. We can help source that for you. Um, Goodness, I love how everybody's just chatting away in here. Um, let's see. Chris, yes. So I don't know. I think you were on last week, Chris, but we opened at 16 and I sent some home with Jennifer when we did the Glen Grant spotlight last Tuesday. And it's still my favorite band. Oh, it's so very good. Just wonderful. Just wonderful. Yeah, oh my goodness. It started so Jerry says his wife started tasting with you, but she's so much better with the taste buds that you may have to cut her off. You know, share the wealth, friend. But yeah, that's awesome. We really can taste a lot of good stuff. That's for sure. Man, oh man, I love it. So okay, so Jennifer says that Old Pulteney was 12 years. Okay, I'll make sure I'll put that on there. Very cool. The only Pulteney that you have left is the old 17. You really like it. Yeah, it was very fairly priced. And unfortunately, it's discontinued now, and the other ones are not that they're not my favorite. But yeah, that 17 and that 21, oof, yum. George, this Glenturret is very it's got the good kind of a smoky peat on the back end. Oh my goodness. I'm like I know I'm behind and I'm like, but it's very dangerous because it does not taste. It does not drink like 64%. Oh my gosh. The Old Pony was 55 and it tasted hotter than the 64. This could get dangerous. Woof, woof. Y'all, goodness gracious. I'm seeing things light up like mad. Waste on me at this hour. Yeah, it is. Oh my goodness. So at some point when you can really enjoy that dram, Andrew, please just do so and think of me. And that's all that's all I ask for. But yeah, so if there's an arms race, you might have gotten there. So I see you're 1962 North British 50-year-old, and I raise you a Brora. I don't know, y'all. That's crazy. Goodness. I'm way behind, y'all. Thanks so much. And Barter, thank you very much for the super chat for 2 years. I thank you very much. That's so very sweet. I not only are you a camp drammer and just the encouragement they give, I really do appreciate it. That's awesome. Ethan's been a camp drammer for the inception. I think as many of y'all have as well. Kevin, if I'm not a camp drammer, tell me how. Yeah, it's just joining on the page, and Mark can probably drop a link in here. Yep, right here. Then drop it, and it's a monthly thing, and it helps support the channel. And actually, part of that, those funds that folks like that are doing the super chat in the camp drammers are helping me get to some of these tastings and different things. And one of which on my trip is the barley to bottle 4 or 5 hours, I think, actually, at Springbank. And it culminates with blending my own 70 cl bottle, like a whole bottle that I'll blend. And so we're going to put some things together for our camp drummers so that they're going to be able to share in some of what I put together. So even more reason to be a Camp Drammer there. Thanks so much. Awesome. Oh my heavens, Katie. um, just absolutely delightful friend. That's so generous. And all of y'all, thank you so much. I've loved being able to connect with you and Ethan. So glad y'all are part of our group and part of this community. And anybody who walks up and says, "Hey, I've got a distillery exclusive Brooklighty, would you like some?" And you're like, "Yeah, you're my friend now, right?" Thank you, friend. That's so sweet. Just really appreciate it. I really do. Um, oh, good. So you are having your Glen Grant. Good. Out of your nosing glass. You have to let me know what you think about the glass for sure. Um, so yeah, wow. Katie, Barter, y'all are awesome. Thank you for that. Thanks everybody for all the support. Um, it's woof, a lot. It means so much. Because we're doing some good stuff and I'm really excited about it. A year ago, at the beginning of the month, well, actually it was in March. So we started our first live show on Mardi Gras last year. So we've been doing live for a year, except for the fact we had to go offline for about 4 months thanks to really, really bad internet connections. So thankfully we have AT&T that's screaming fiber. I don't look like some, odd faced monster coming through thanks to really good internet now. And truly, the live shows have been so much fun. I mean, it takes a lot to do. I mean, these guys that have the channels, Brian, Matt, Martin, Barter, all of y'all know to put a production video takes a lot of time because you want to get it right. You want it to have a good product. But I like talking to people too. And it's one thing to talk, in a camera about one thing, but this interaction is so much fun. We go on the chats because we of our favorite channels because we want to interact with that community. So starting the live shows was kind of a no-brainer, but it was in areas like, well, is anybody going to show up to my party? And look, you're showing up. And I love it. But things like, talking about a distillery. And so we've got the distillery spotlights that we're going to do. Having Jessica on to do the Scotch cocktails. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. And you can still go out there. All the recipes are in the description for that video of ways to use Scotch within like 4 or 5 different cocktails. Doing a sherry bomb comparison. What is a sherry bomb and the different flavors and that, the different types of sherry. Trying to do some more education on that. Jennifer and Chad and I all were on for, and our friend Terry on for the Victoria Whiskey Festival recap. And it's a great way to be able to say, hey, we went to this event. This was our experience. We want you to know about it so you can make a good educated decision on whether or not you want to pick up and go to British Columbia in January with no ferry from Seattle. Get on a seaplane, Jennifer and Leanne, and go all the way to Victoria. If, to kind of get an idea about what that experience is like. Absolutely had a fabulous time with them as guests. And then, over here on the bottom left there, that guy, Gregor, time for a dram. This time last year, he was prepping to go over to Scotland for his Caledonia boy trip, his bro dude trip, where they were going to go all over and do distilleries. And he sent me a blind that was based on the route he was taking on his trip. Next weekend, now I mean COC weekend, next Tuesday night, a week from tonight, we're flipping the script. We're flipping the script because he's got a blind from me based on my trip that's coming up. One of the main reasons I haven't been telling you all where I'm going is because I don't want him to know. I don't want him to know because I'm going to try to trump him and just going to try to trip him up on where all I'm going. So he's got 5 drams. He sent me 5 drams last year. I'm sending him 5 drams this year. So Gregor will be on next Tuesday night for us to do Scotch on the Bayou Goes to Scotland blind challenge. And I'm really stoked about that. That is going to be fun because he's such a delightful person. The 17th, I think it was 17th, Dram Face podcast, which he hosts, has just launched. So make sure you go out and listen to that because just know the last time I listened to one, I was at the office working on something kind of mindless, like a spreadsheet or whatever. And I was listening to them and it got a little slightly off color and I busted out laughing and I had a couple coworkers come check on me because they thought I was crazy. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go a little late. I don't really care. I don't think y'all do either. So yeah, just a lot of fun. George, this Glenturret, the malt is just like blooming out. So I'm gonna put a little bit of water on it, considering it's 64%. But man, it doesn't demand the water, that's for sure. Goodness. It got real malty on the water and not as sweet on the nose. Interesting. Very interesting. Still woefully behind. I just love Hoagie and Jennifer are having a whole conversation here. So yeah. So the Dram Face podcast was your fuel at the gym. What a great, it is so funny. You got to really jump in on that humor. That's for sure. That is for sure. Oh, me. Water, I think it just needs to sit a little bit. I think I'm going to let it sit and come back to it. Because it got a little hot on the front end, which usually is when that alcohol kind of expresses, right? After putting water in it. I'm loving that, George. That was fabulous. Okay. On to my third dram. Hope y'all are having fun. Yes, it's my party. I'll go late as I want to. Yeah, y'all don't want me singing. So my third dram is from Chad Anderson. And when Jennifer and I went up to Victoria, he bequeathed us with a glorious array of beautiful little sample bottles. And this one is the Campbelltown Lock 21 year at 46%. Campbelltown. A bunch of years. Yay. Goodness. Not too much of the funk. Some of the funk. Man, oh man. Ooh, very mellow. Oh goodness. So as wanted to run back up here. I saw something. Where'd it go? Yeah. Taxes will make budget balance out. So oh, okay, I gotcha. But so Trader Joe's Highland Malt, Peter, I need some help on this one. So do you like the Trader Joe's Highland Single Malt? Yeah, let me know because I haven't really tried too many of them, but I've been interested to do that. I really have. So again, dropping the knowledge, y'all, between Andrew and Hoagie here, old grains can be a lot of fun. Love the coconut and caramel creams note you often get when they appear. Too bad the old grains are not a bargain anymore. Yeah. But only in comparison to the malts, that is. Yeah. It's very interesting. We have a we have a lot of distilleries in Louisiana, but a lot of them really concentrate on rum and agricole because we have so much sugar cane here, right? But we have one called JT Mellick in the western part of the state, southwest part of the state, right in the middle of rice country. And they're doing a rice whiskey. So it's got a high rice mash bill, still going to have corn and everything else in it. But we're hearing amazing things out of this. And of course, with our climate, it matures like this, you know. So I'm trying to get my hands on a couple of those because they're so very, very different, you know. So very different. Goodness gracious. So I don't know if Chad's still on, but I'm getting like lemongrass, a little bit of it like not so much a citrus, but more like a grassy green, lemony, not pledge, not furniture polish lemon. Try. Coming off those really high proof. This is this almost tastes unpeated up against that Glen Turret. That's funny. But yeah, so I'm really super excited about, you know, the different things that we're doing on the live show. But I want to do a big shout out to all my Camp Drammers. Because y'all are more than awesome. And these are the folks who've been a Camp Drammer over a month. Most of these have been over the 2-3 months now. And I just want to, I'm going to read them out because they're just fabulous people. And it's Chad Anderson, Zach Andrews, Mark Broda, Carlos C, and Kenny Joe, 7 Asa. And then Jason Carpche, Kim Rederick, Jim, Martin Fielder, Daniel Hayes, who I think's in Scotland now, Mark JG, who should be in Scotland right now, Bobby J up in Chicago, Jimmy Jazz, George Kaplan, my heart, Ethan Kellett, my brother, who's amazing, Dwayne Large, just who's the king of Isla, Chuck Malt Million, Barter, and of course Whiskey Franco. Y'all have just I love that you are the inaugural charter members of the Camp Drammers, and that's a huge support, and makes me feel like we're doing something right. So I really do appreciate y'all being Camp Drammers. It may not seem like a whole lot, but it's tremendous to me. And again, I was able to buy some equipment to go to Victoria. And y'all are helping me get some really cool experiences that I'm going to turn right back around and share with everybody when we get back from Scotland. So that's going to be so much fun. I've hit 100. When I hit 100,000 subscribers, we all expect plaques. You'll get them when that happens, but don't wait for it. We'll see there. Chad, yes. So the tasting the notes for the lock, Campbelltown Lock 21 are spot on with yours. Yay! Grassy, light, lemony, soft Campbelltown funk. I feel so validated because you've got such a great palate. Especially on this almost empty glass. Dude, that's just lemon. I mean, that's true. That's just straight up lemongrass. Oh, that's yay. I love it when that happens. I love it when it happens. Collective Camp Drammer tattoos. Well, Ethan will have to design them for us. So we'll see. I might be up for that. I don't have one yet. I've been trying to think about whether or not I want to get one of those. That'd be awesome. By homemade, I mean pre-made mix. Oh, spirits of choice, nothing fancy. I gotcha. Yeah. All right. Gotcha. Awesome. Yay. Why not a gator? I mean, you know, absolutely. Get a participation trophy. Yeah, I like it, Michael. That's awesome. That's great. So, and the other YouTubers here can tell you it's a game that the whole YouTube thing. Well, let me before I get that. The Camp Drammers, the super chats are huge. And just for new folks, you see my shirt, the Scotch on the Bayou shirt. Jennifer did a camp dram with me. We videoed it, and she's wearing the slancha, y'all. So there's the other way. Lots of y'all have supported the channel is through the merch stuff. Whether it's the shirts online or our new tasting glasses, and then we have the challenge coins. Still have some of those left. So it's a lot of fun with that. It really is. And I would say too, a big part of this is working the system of the algorithm, because in order to get to the part where we can have camp drammers and we can have super chats and things like that, you have to hit some numbers, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have 4,000 watch hours. And it's amazing if you're doing a 5-minute video, like how much that is. So y'all, the up and coming YouTubers and all, again, I'm going to put everybody's links in the content in the comments. Go subscribe to them. Hit the like buttons. Hit the like button tonight would be very helpful. Go ahead and subscribe, hit notification, because it really helps get those numbers. I want to do a huge shout out to these 3 channels for more than a couple of reasons. And first and foremost, Scotch for Dummies. They're just the best group of guys you can even imagine. As you see them on their show is exactly who they are. And particularly Mark and Drew have been pushing, shoving, encouraging, shaking pom-poms for the longest, and helping me on the tech side and everything else, and really helping push the channel. Shayla from Whiskey Central just went crazy and said, okay, I'm not going to shut up until we get Lee to 1,000 people. Roy did the same thing with Aquavite, really helped me out. And it's a collective. Jason from Mash and Drum, same thing. The spikes in the collaboration, and I want to do everything I can help any other channel. So all you guys, we're going to be doing some stuff together. I'm just going to say, and it is because of those folks who helped me get over the top, but it's because of you all that want to show up on Tuesdays and have a dram and listen to this accent. That's why we're still going, and we're doing really well. We are almost at 1,300 subscribers. I've got content, coming through that I'm super excited about putting together, and all the places that we're going in Scotland, we're going to be there 3 weeks, y'all. I'm trying to figure out just how I can download everything that I'm going to be shooting in order to keep it, because we're going to have so much fun stuff to look at. And I'm going to be in Speyside. I'm going to be up in the Northern Highlands. I'm going to Rothesay, Skye. Don't look at this, Gregor. Countdown and Isla. So if there's something in particular that you are wanting to know about, send me that email, scotchinthebayou@gmail.com. Let me know, because it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have so much fun with the content that I bring back. That's so it. Martin, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that when you sip out of your glasses, when you wear your shirts, that makes my heart. I need a selfie of you wearing it. That's awesome, friend. Thank you very much. But Roy truly is a big reason. You started your whiskey journey back in 2019 on Instagram, right? We all started there. Love finding all the friends and the whiskey love along the way. It really is there, it is a menace. It is. Hit that bell. Thank you. And again, these guys are busting it, putting out super content whiskey on the West Coast, his little bloopers for April Fools. If you're having a down day, go hit that one because it is hilarious. It's amazing what when your brain and your mouth isn't quite engaged, what comes out of it. I'm just saying. Um, so see, you never know. That's right, boy. I remember that the SMWS Malt Madness Challenge with Jason, because I think you were following SMWS too, right? And that was so much fun. Jason's, I've got to get him on this channel. He's just so good, and he's got such a great palate for Scotch. Dang it. I was kind of hoping all that high proof bourbon would have blown out his palate. Not so lucky. Mm. Chad, beautiful, beautiful dram on this Campbelltown lock. Yum. 21 years old. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this Glenturret. It's had some time to mellow with the water. So we'll say, so Peter says he looks at different channels, watches different channels to make it through the day at work. Yeah, when it's a tough day, it gives you ideas for happy hour. Well, glad we can help you with that. Yeah, it is something. You know, Roy comes on when I've got about an hour and a half of work left, usually on that Thursday, and so invariably I have to stop and get home. But there are times that I'll just put him on Bluetooth in the car and as I'm driving home and still listen. Usually about quiz time. So it gives me the good grace to, oh, I can't play the quiz, also known as I can't answer wrong things, when I have to drive. So, yeah. So Andrew says, I hope you're going to pop in the Dornoch Castle when you reach the Highlands and get them to do a proper pour from me on the Whiskey Club member shelf. Oh my goodness, Karen 18. I am going. I am. I got Thompson Brothers all over. I'm there. That was suggested to me because I'm going to Clyde. Don't tell Gregor. But yeah, I will be there. So yeah, let's talk about that. So going back to this Glenturret, the smoke is just, I want to keep saying mellowed out. Goodness. Well, it's still pretty hot. So that 64% probably went down to what, 58, 59? Oh, me. So yeah, well, I'll be driving that day, so I'm gonna have some to go drams for sure. But I'll be able to partake more when I'm in Speyside. So I'm going over for a week, and then Mark's coming over for the next 2 weeks. So yeah, 3 weeks. Biggest trip we've ever had in all the years, the decades we've been married. So I foresee we will make it. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so yeah, coming up for the stream, and what we're going to be doing, more videos from the camp, and really excited to show you more about Louisiana. I did a video when our camp flooded, or as it was flooding, and that didn't have a whole lot to do with whiskey, but I wanted y'all to get an idea about what our culture is down here and the people that are down here. And it's not a fun video to watch because a lot of folks, lost most everything they had because of floodwater. And, Mark and I, we had to completely redo our camp, but that's not our primary home. So I'm not going to be griping a whole lot about that. Right. But the people down there they're just gold, and they're just such salt of the earth and wonderful people. And, just being able to show you what the crawfish, cultivation is like, the fishermen going out into the basin and catching crawfish. And one of my friends down there is a buyer. And so she's, the guys are coming in with their boats on their trailer behind their truck, and they've got sacks of crawfish. And she's sending a truck with 8 pallets of crawfish to New Jersey. Those are kind of the things that people don't understand, that are are here. The camp dram that Jennifer and I recorded, we are in the swamp. We're in the boat in the swamp. And so I'm super excited for y'all to see that. That'll be coming out before I go to Scotland for sure. So, those are the kind of things that we're looking at doing. Another thing is I've been collecting American single malts. So, Peter, if you're still on, no, Jennifer brought the Dale back. So excited about to get into that one. But I'm starting to collect those because I want to put them together to kind of figure out where I want to go with reviewing American single malts, and trying to do a compare and contrast with Scotch if that's what most of us have like a baseline with. So it is not the same. I know it's not the same, but it is going. I think the category is going to blow up. I really, really do. For no other reason than the fact that the maturation on it is a fraction of what it is on Scotch. And for what I've had, it tastes better than bourbon. I didn't say that. Anyway, so we're looking forward to that. So yeah, Whiskey Franco's talking about you would love to see more of the Bayou. Yay! And you're planning on doing a Colorado whiskey deep dive on YouTube soon. Oh, Boulder. I have my friend in Inverary, Scotland, Mike, Jennifer, was talking about Boulder. They actually can get Boulder over there. So yeah, I can't, it's nowhere to be found down here. So I may have to hit you up on getting some of that sent by owl or pigeon or pelican, something like that. Yeah, goodness. Yeah, just y'all want to show up to camp? Show up to camp. Just come on. I'm good with it. Hoagie says, yeah, you need to go back to bed, friend. I think it's, I don't know. So it's 7, 4, 1, 3, probably about 4 o'clock in the morning where you are. Thank you, Hoagie, for being here and drinking such hella good whiskey for me. And be well, friend. I will definitely see you at some point. We'll make it happen. We will. But yeah, goodness. So Rob says he and his friends did a crawfish boil on Memorial Day and had 300 pounds. That's legit, boo. All right. I'm impressed. Yeah. Lots of Acadians out here on the West Coast. Yeah. As far we are pretty cool. We're a lot of fun. I'm gonna tell you, they'll give you the shirt off their back. Don't do them wrong though. Like everybody else, right? Any truth to the rumor that the reason to drink Scotch on the Bayou was to discourage the big mosquitoes from drinking your blood? They actually bite more because they want some Scotch. That's pretty funny. Yeah, there is a picture on my website where I'm holding up a glass and you see the Bayou back behind it. And only until I had it up on the site for like months did I realize there was a mosquito in the Scotch. And I was like, I'm leaving it. I'm going to see if anybody has it, if anybody sees it. So you can go find it for sure. Kevin, you were on Bell River last weekend. Pretty sure that you've gotten to your yeah. You go straight up Lower Grand River, and you would come right to our dock. You bet, bud. Absolutely. You have to go past the Funky Monkey and go up the river. I know you know where that is. Yes, there's a bar on the river called the Funky Monkey. But yeah, so it's a lot of fun. So we're going to do that. We're going to do more of flights with friends. So Jennifer and I did the Glen Grant. So there's a little difference between flights with friends and then a distillery spotlight. Distillery spotlight, we're going to be talking about the core expressions, and probably I went to the distillery. Where a flight with friends is just going to be what we drinking tonight, that kind of thing, and talk about our experiences, me and the friends' journeys and stuff like that. But yeah, but gosh, y'all, thanks so much for everybody hanging out. Barter, Katie, all the Camp Drammers, all of y'all showing up. I want to thank you very, very much. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, I love this. Guess vote for an American single malt deep dive collab with Whiskey Franco. I'm on it. You ready? We could do that. We could do that. I would love it. Yeah, we could do some fun stuff. I'm super stoked about what's coming up between the new Camp Drams, between bringing content back from Scotland, American single malts. But I do want to hear from you all. If there's something in particular you really want to see, you know, let me know and we'll put it together for you. It's my channel, but it's your channel. You know, I'm here because y'all are here. And I'm so very thankful for all the support. Thank you for joining me on Tuesday nights. We're going to say goodnight. I'm going to have the last bit of this George. It's absolutely, this Glenturret's just like totally bloomed. Very, very nice. Thank you, friend. Thanks, Chad, for that dram. Jennifer, for the old Pulteney. All of y'all for being here. And next week, again. So next week is going to be Gregor. 2 weeks after that, we're doing Balcones single malt with Zach Andrews. So, yeah. Have a great week, y'all. Sandra, y'all. And I will see you next Tuesday. Thanks so much.